Hello to all my friends out there. So this video is using my egg replacer. I bought this egg replacer at Walmart. I don't remember how much it was, but it's not very expensive. Let me see if I can show you. 113 eggs. I want to say it was like $6. This is what it looks like. And so when my son was a kid, long time ago, I sent him to private school, and like they would say, can you bring something to school, you know, some snacks? And I would think, no, I'm busy, but you know, I'd always have to do it. And so now if I had it to do over again, I would make my poor son do it. Okay, I bought this so cheap. I would bring a dozen. This is only going to make 6. So I want to make my, I don't want to use a bunch of, I don't want to dirty a bunch of dishes. I want to mix these up by hand. Okay, so you need a cake mix, 1 egg, and a ½ cup water. So, okay, this is going to be cheap because, first of all, the cake mix was cheap. So 1½ teaspoons of egg replacer and 2 tablespoons warm water. I find this stuff to work really good. And so anyway, when my son was a little boy, I sent him to private school, you know, and I was poor enough as it is. You're supposed to let these set for a few minutes. So while I'm doing this, anyway, so I would spend my last dollar, and the other people at school had more money, right? And so, you know, if snacks were asked for, I mean, it was unbelievable what people would do. Not all the people, not me. One time they said, can you bring a turkey? I said, oh, sure. I went straight to Pizza Hut and bought 2 pizzas. I go, I'm providing, you're receiving. I'm paying you, no, not pay me. No wonder my son turned out to be an accountant. Okay, so, and you need ½ a cup of water. One of my best, I used to make my son do everything. I was raised by a teacher. And I said, no, I'm not doing your projects. You're doing your project. And they said, we want you to do a project on the missions. I mean, you can't believe what the parents did. They got popsicle sticks. I mean, it was like their parents did the project, and their parents were contractors. And they got sugar cubes. I said, no, you have to do it. I thought my son had the most inventive project. He got a little cardboard box, a shoe box, and he got a light out of something. I don't think they had, this was on the missions, I don't think they had electricity. And he painted it, and it was like a little home. It was adorable. And it was obvious he had done it himself, but it was nothing but creative. I was so proud of him. And they had the nerve to give my son a B. I go, yeah. I said, that's par for the course. Okay, they had the smartest parents in the 2nd grade. I mean, I'll tell my son the truth when he was a little boy, you know. So he wrote a report, and it was adorable. I made him write it himself. And it said, I thought, oh my gosh, we're going to be asked to leave. It said, the Indians were mistreated very badly in the missions, and so they would run off. But when it was cold, they came back. I thought, yeah, that's probably pretty accurate. So, okay, so you get the idea. I'm not getting the electric mixer out here. I'm not spending any money, you know, and if this is going to make at least 6 cupcakes. And then I buy these for $1. And what else do I have to decorate? And, you know, for stuff like this, there's no reason the kids can't make it for themselves, you know. I don't think little kids should put it in the oven, but they can do everything else. They would have fun. You know, they can mix this up. You know, on these cupcakes, I'm going to buy more of these. They have them in chocolate too. You know, when you just want like a little piece of cake. And you know, you don't need to use up all your eggs. You can save that for your tortillas. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix it up until all the lumps are out. Okay, I'll be back.